back to D-Loney V8 Motorsports. It's Corvette Day, so we're going to take you around this thing, talk about it a little bit. It's annual maintenance season, and so it gets an oil change, it gets a little detail. We'll show you the underside of this thing and talk a little bit about it. Some basic specs. This thing is a 2008 Z06, and so it has the 427 7-liter LS in it. This thing has had the cylinder heads redone. Bought this thing a couple of years ago. Charlie Tiller ended up doing the cylinder heads for me. It's got some Texas Speed parts in it and all that. Basically stock. After we did the heads, I took it up to Brady Davis up north of here. He tuned this thing. It made 472 horsepower to the rear tires. I cannot overstate how fun this car is to drive. These things weigh around 3,000 pounds. Like I say, I'll take you underneath it. We'll talk about it a little bit. It's been a really fun car, and you know, I'll show you what it's like under the skin here. Stay tuned. Just a quick shot under the hood. It is the basic 427. It's got a Haltech cold air on it, and it has got a JDP Motorsports, what is that? A PCV evacuation tank thing. Keeps the oil out of the intake. Anyway, highly recommend that for if you have one of these cars, go get one. Keeps the intake track clean, keeps the pistons clean, keeps the car happy. So quite a job doing the cylinder heads on this thing. I might insert a photo here. You can see a little bit of that job, but got it all done a couple of years ago, and this thing has run great ever since. Just a little shot of the underside. I have done a little bit of wiping down and detailing this thing. I'll show you the back part of this, but these cars are smooth underneath. This thing has a top speed on paper of 196 miles an hour, and you need the aerodynamics for that, and so hence the smooth bottom side of the car. Magnesium K-member is one of the things. Aluminum frame, giant brakes. Anyway, like I say, this thing's light and wicked fun to drive. Another shot of the underside of this thing. Definitely smooth for the aerodynamics. Oh, yeah, little scuff there on the bottom side. That was the previous owner, I think. Wasn't me. A little more of the, the business side. These things are a little bit odd. They have the clutch and flywheel and everything up in front, right behind the motor, as you'd expect. It's got a tight tunnel there for the exhaust, and then the transmission's actually in back. This thing is it's a 2008 model, so it's got the Tremec TR6060 transaxle. Works great. It's stout. There's a lot of guys going fast with these transmissions. So just a little shot of the inside. Haven't necessarily perfectly detailed the inside, but it's comfortable. It's got a nice stereo XM. It's got the carbon fiber look console. It's tight in there, but it's comfortable. We haven't taken it on any really long road trips, but you know, you spend a couple hours in this thing, and when you're my age, it's kind of hard to get out, but it's worth it. One last look at this thing. I gotta say something about the color. We looked for a long time. We really wanted this color. It's called Atomic Orange. And as fun as this thing is to drive, I gotta say I really like the look of it as well. Kathy and I really do enjoy the color on this thing. It's bright, it's fun, looks good in the sunshine. Great cars. If you're thinking about buying something like this, I highly recommend it. They're just exciting to drive. Get your heart pounding every time. All right, I am not sponsored, but a little bit about the products. So, oil filters, Napa Gold, highly recommend it. I run them on everything. Good stuff. If your car's newer, has a roller cam, Mobile One. Can't really go wrong. You can get it at Costco, works great. Window cleaner. Don't tell my wife. I use this stuff on everything. Spray the underside of that car, wipe it down. Works great. And then another plug for Napa, brake clean. So on the porous parts, the aluminum parts under there, the oil pan, the transmission, fog it down with this stuff. Works great. Blue towels. Anybody who knows me, anybody who's ever been on a race team at the drag strip, blue towels and more blue towels. You cannot have enough blue towels. Again, you can get them at Costco. So plenty of blue towels, plenty of cleaning materials. Clean those cars, keep them clean. They love it.